feel like my health has only been getting better recently. I'm on like a really upward spiral. I feel healthier every week, which is something I never thought I'd say again. For everyone who doesn't know, which is most people, I got diagnosed with MS, multiple sclerosis, about 2 to 3 years ago now. I can't really remember when it was. It's kind of like a big blackout period. And when I got diagnosed, I just had this overwhelming emotion of, or overwhelming feeling of resentment and anger towards my past self for just taking my body for granted completely. Like I would move my body and I would go to the gym, but I didn't treat it the way that it deserved to be treated. And I wasn't like running marathons. I wasn't doing big things. I just had all these dreams for myself when I was like so completely healthy, and I never took myself up or followed through on any of them because I was like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow, or I'll start training for that thing next month, or I'll do a marathon next year. And then in the blink of an eye, my health situation completely changed. And I was like, I can't believe that I spent 22 years of my life in this completely healthy body and I never did any of the things I said I was going to do, and now I can't ever do them again because I was under the impression that once you got diagnosed with MS, you couldn't really do anything that would be stressful on your body or slightly taxing on your body. And so I stopped working out. Like, I would go for short walks, I wouldn't run ever. And recently, over the past year since moving to Australia, really my health has been on this like upward trajectory, and I have decided to run a marathon. And if you told me that I was gonna be running a marathon 2 years ago, I wouldn't have believed you at all. So it's just so amazing that I feel healthy enough that I can run 42.2 kilometers, and I'm excited about it. So I haven't really posted on here because I didn't feel like I had anything to post, because I felt like things were going good and I wasn't sure what to speak about. And I feel like this is worthy speaking about because, yeah, if I had had someone at the start of my marathon journey, at the start of my health journey, say that they had like done a marathon or were running a marathon. I know there are so many people who have MS who run marathons. I now know that, which is cool. But if I'd known that at the beginning of my journey, I would have been like, wow, there's hope for me. And I didn't know that at the beginning. So now I'm like, I need to shout about this and be proud of it, and also just let people know that like your body can do hard things, and regardless of a diagnosis or anything, like your body is capable of so many amazing things. And I just think it's so cool. And whilst I've got the ability to run and I've got the health to run, I've got the energy to run, I'm gonna be doing it. And there are so many other things now that I've opened this door, there are so many other things that I can't wait to do, and other health challenges that I'm so excited about. So I'm running the Gold Coast Marathon in July. Yeah, training is going well. The only issues I've had with training is shin splints, which is completely un-MS related. I'm just feeling really great after every run. I feel great. There was a time in my journey where anytime I would exert myself, I would get really dizzy or get like an influx of symptoms, and that isn't a thing anymore. I can go for really long runs or sprints if I'm doing sprints, which I rarely am, and I just feel really good afterwards, and I don't get that dizziness feeling or that disorientated feel, and that's great. I think one of the reasons of that as well is good nutrition. I found that as long as I'm fueling my body with like hydration, electrolytes and lots of good food, my body's like thanks me, and it's like, yep, great, like we can continue now and we can recover and not feel weird. But yeah, I feel really good. I'm running a marathon, I'm very excited about it, and I wanted to document it because I thought that, like I said a minute ago, if someone at the start of my journey had made a video being like, hey, I'm 2 months post diagnosis, 2 months? No. Hey, I'm 2 years post diagnosis and I'm running a marathon, I would have been like, wow, that's so cool, and it would have given me so much hope, because that's like the one thing I was so angry at myself for not doing. So yeah, and it's cool as well because I'm so happy, because I'm so excited about the fact that I can even run a marathon. And I was like, at one point I didn't think I'd be able to run a marathon it's kind of distracting from the fact that I'm having to run a marathon, if that makes sense. So all of my training runs, when I'm running, I'm just like, wow, I can't believe I'm able to run. I'm so grateful. And if I'm running with anyone, I'd be like, we are so lucky that we can even move our legs. We're so like, we should be so grateful that we have the energy and the stamina to do this. It's kind of what keeps me going, and then I get distracted about the fact that I'm actually running, because running is really hard. I just am really proud of myself for one, so I wanted to document it, and I also would have really appreciated this when I was at the start of my journey, just having someone document their like fitness challenges. That was just such a big deal for me. Like, I just thought I wasn't going to be able to ever like work out or do anything fitness related again, so it's so fun that I can just do this and be like, oh my gosh, I'm running a marathon because I can. Like, if I can do something, I'm going to do it, because there could be a time where I can't do this. And that applies to everyone in every situation, but I think people who have MS is just a slightly bigger chance, just a slightly bigger one. And yeah, it just gives you a good perspective that if you can do something right now, which I can run and I enjoy it and I feel energized from it, then I'm gonna do it. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And I just feel elated and excited. And the only thing I'm nervous about is my shin splints, because they're really, really bad. And I don't feel nervous about anything. I even spoke to a neurologist about it, and she was so positive and excited for me. And she just told me to keep working out as much as possible, and without stressing my body out too much, just keep going and going and going, and weight train and run and just all these things, because she was like, once you lose the function, you've lost it, and so whilst you've got it, you just need to use it. And I was like, that's really, really inspiring and amazing, and so I'm going to continue doing that and living my life that way. So yeah, I know that there's so many people on Instagram who have MS who are just so amazing and just like are running all these marathons and are doing all these amazing fitness challenges. I think it's just so cool to break that stigma, and there's just such a huge stigma around MS, and like doing anything that's like slightly stressful in the body is like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it, because it is such a big deal. But it's like just so cool that so many people are doing it, and I feel so honoured that I'm just lucky enough that I have the function to be able to do that. And yeah, that's kind of all I got to say. I just wanted to let everyone know that I'm running a marathon. It's just like a good excuse to shout about it as well. I feel like if you're running a marathon, it's like all you want to do is talk about it and tell people. And now that I like have a mess and I'm running a marathon, I've got a good excuse to be like, oh no, I should tell literally the whole world that I'm running a marathon, because there's a point to it. But yeah, so I will keep everyone, not that anyone really cares, but I will keep, hopefully try and keep this page updated with just little marathon updates. And that's kind of it. I feel like I'm going around in circles. I'm doing a marathon, I'm healthy, I'm proud of myself, things are going really well, life is good at the moment, my health is good at the moment, and I'm going to capitalize on that for as long as I physically can, because there might be a point where I can't do these challenges, and hopefully not, but there might be a point where that happens. And if it does, I'm only going to be able to look back and be like, well, I took advantage of it whilst I could, even though running is really, really hard and takes lots of motivation. Anyway, I will hopefully chat to you guys soon with more marathon updates. Woohoo!